got your attention now, don't I?
This is the Black Rifle Coffee Podcast.
Live from Texas, the Black Rifle Coffee Podcast.
Oh my God, I feel like I haven't been on one in a long time.
It's been a minute, I feel like. And
I haven't been on in a long time.
You haven't. It was like right before COVID was the last
That was
time you
2 years ago.
2 years ago,
Are we bad
Matt.
friends?
Y'all didn't invite me until just recently.
I mean, we hung out a while back.
We've been
during
hanging
Christmas.
out. And I don't know if y'all check, but I check y'all's podcast every day to make sure that I'm still in the number one spot, and I am.
You are.
On
You are.
YouTube.
Are you really?
So we're
Oh,
going
wow.
for a record break right here.
All right, yeah.
Okay.
I think
it's
this
got like
episode-
almost 500,000 views or something.
Yeah, we're announcing something that Matt's never announced before in this podcast.
Demolition. Matt tells all about his gun
I
room.
actually have lots to talk about, so this is great.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Perfect.
got plenty.
I'm excited. I mean, let's jump right into that. Okay, so good to have you back on.
Thanks.
We love you, of course. We've all been doing lots of construction.
That's why I'm watching it. Every time I see it loaded, I'm like, gotta see it, because the construction aspect.
Right.
You know, he has been
Y'all
remodeling.
haven't been to my house either, have you?
No,
I've only been to your range, not
Yeah.
the new place.
Okay,
yet.
yeah,
I know
yeah.
where it is because
Y'all
I
need to
almost
come.
bought a property right next to you.
Yeah, I tried to get you to.
I know.
That would've been cool.
They sold it.
And I feel like you just got the mansion when you were here last, right? Didn't you just get it?
Yeah, probably, because it was like
2 years
almost
ago.
3 years ago. Yeah, that probably is true. I didn't think about that.
Then it wasn't. It was like just a shell.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it wasn't the
It's a house.
mansion
We're
yet.
living there now. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wait, can you say how much square feet it is?
Yeah, it's like 8,500.
Oh, it is a
Nice.
mansion.
No,
Yeah.
that's
Anything
not-
over
I don't
6.
think it's a real
Anything
mansion.
over 6.
Anything over 6,000.
I thought it was like anything
we
over
Googled
like
it.
We
10,000.
No,
It's
we Googled it.
6,000. That's what the Wikipedia says.
Yeah.
Somebody look it
It's a
up.
lie.
Yeah.
We looked it up because I was
think
wondering
it
if
has
I
to-
owned a
it has to
mansion
have
and I
10
don't own a
bedrooms.
mansion.
All right,
To be
hang
a
on.
mansion.
I'm going to see the official. You guys keep going. I'm going to find the official count on this.
Either way, so you got the abandoned mansion. You've been doing a lot of videos. If people, the audience doesn't know, what is it? Over 8,000.
8.
You own a mansion. Congratulations. Well, that means that your titles weren't misleading.
Anything over
Yeah, I would never lie.
5,000 realtors
Y'all own
consider
mansions
homes
now.
above 8,000 square feet to be a mansion.
No.
Okay, 8 it is.
Who's got a mansion now?
God, I don't. Well, I mean, if you put my garage.
I don't know why. That's a lot of work, though.
It
man.
is.
It's a lot of work.
There's a lot of. You
I
need a
have to
lot of
sweep those
brooms.
floors every day.
You need like
Yeah.
3 brooms.
Yep.
It sucks.
Mm-hmm. That's true. This is my West Wing broom.
excluding inflation, excluding contractors, because we all know it takes forever right now. Like, what's been the hardest part, like building that thing? Because like you said, you're almost over 2 years now?
Yeah, no, it's hard to say what's the hardest part of this like 2.5 year process because it took so long, but it was just everything is slower than you think. As you guys know, building anything, like everything's slow. And so it's like, well, no one can come this week because the concrete company is so busy doing all their other jobs that they're scheduled out for 3 weeks and we're just waiting on concrete before we can do anything else. And, everything just took forever.
Yeah, but the one thing I'll give 2 departments the kudos here, and that's the concrete and the framers. Those guys come in like they had the concrete work done in like 3 whole days.
Yeah.
And it was impressive.
I mean, when they're there, they knock it out. Yeah, 100%.
When they're there, on time.
It's just getting them to come there because they're booked. Like they have plenty of work. They don't care about, especially like concrete. Like they want to do the huge jobs. They want to do all the big stores that are going in that have like 30,000 square foot pads. And I'm like wanting to do a little extension on this house, and it's like they don't care about that 1,000 square foot thing we're doing or something.
Yeah, that's been the hardest part of my place is like finding out the finishing touches done because they kind of want to come in and do the big work. But then you're like, I need this light fixture hung, and no one wants to do that shit.
The little thing we got to do. Yeah.
Well, see, I went through different circumstances after I learned this, and I just moved one of my favorite builders into my house with me, and now we're getting
That's
a lot.
the way
We're making a lot of headway.
An interesting way to approach it.
Not my tactic, but a tactic. Tactic. Do you have to feed him?
Of course.
Oh, it's like an inclusive
It's all
build
inclusive,
resort.
yeah.
He's like a
but
roommate.
Guess what? 6.5 days a week, construction is going down.
That's pretty good.
Yep. See,
What's the other half? What's the half day?
you
get
get
a half day off.
Yeah,
I mean,
one day.
I
One half day?
let him work his own schedule, but he does like to generally work 6 to 7 days a week.
Okay. There you go. So what do you're like moved in that place?
Yeah,
now,
we moved
right?
in 3 months ago.
Oh,
So
badass.
we're solid in there now. Like it's starting to feel like our home and everything. Yeah.
Is it weird because when I think about posting stuff about my house and stuff, I'm always kind of like, do I want that in the internet? Because you're pretty open about like your vault room you built.
Yeah.
And
well,
that
we
stuff.
kind of got just thrown into that because I wasn't really planning on moving in when we first bought it. I was planning on just making a big YouTube project out of it and then flipping it and selling it. And then we kind of fell in love with it, and the internet was like really wanting us to move in because it would make more sense. And so we loved it. The internet loved it, and we're like, let's just move in. So now I'm just wrapping up. We're about to make the final episode, and then I'm done filming my house. Because it's like, it's our house. I have little kids there, and we like want to keep the privacy and everything. But we also started this by showing the internet everything, and so it's kind of
some weirdo
it's
has
hard
the
to pull
whole
back.
floor plan somewhere.
I got
on his wall.
for sure.
Me, I do.
Yeah.
But it's okay. So you got one more episode?
I'm excited for
we're
this
probably
one.
gonna have one like final episode where we show like the whole build process from start to finish, and like a condensed like 15-minute, 10-minute episode, something like that. And so those videos always do really good. I watch a bunch of other like build episodes or build shows or like car build shows, house build shows. And at the end of the projects, they always say, restoring this old, Lamborghini in 10 minutes. And they just show like a bunch of time lapse of all the work and everything. And so I'm going to do that with the house. I think it'll be really cool.
You're like a better HGTV.
Yeah, or one that,
the nicest
that
thing
we
anyone's ever
can
said.
tolerate.
Home and gun
Like,
TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that stands for.
And then I just want to walk through in the gun room.
Let's talk about that
Let's
gun
talk about
room,
the gun
because
room.
that's
Yeah.
recently
Well,
done.
everybody's
It's
waiting
gorgeous.
for.
Thanks.
How many guns are in there?
There's over a couple hundred right now.
That's insane.
We're actually building a second gun room.
Wow.
Are you?
That's
Yeah.
how you know it. When you have to
Yeah.
have a second gun room, the overflow
it's-
for your gun room.
There's still guns all over the
I
floor.
feel like that was like a weird flex.
You don't
on me.
have an overflow yet. For
I have
your
an
gun
overflow
room.
safe, but I don't need one. I have my gun.
No,
is
yeah.
fucking
Come on. What are you
huge.
doing? Where's your
Your
overflow?
gun room's sick.
Yeah.
Your
When
gun
are you
room's
gonna
for
get that
sure
overflow?
better. I like your gun room more.
Yeah? Well,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, it looks really cool. Classy wood in there. I love it.
It's very classy.
It's very classy. I haven't showed it off yet, really, to the internet, but one day.
Now,
One
what
day.
I'm
I've
excited to
showed
show
Matt's
you guys
gun room to the internet.
is
Yeah, go for it.
my garage. Like once the garage is done, then that'll be my forte. For
That will
you
be
guys.
cool.
It's
I saw the space. I was at his house the other day, and the build out is looking cool.
it's going to be really. It's going to be like a mini like motorsports.
You have
like
how tall is the ceiling in there?
16 feet.
Yeah, are you gonna put lifts in there and stuff? Like,
Already in.
are you gonna put like storage lifts too? So
Already in.
Nice. Nice.
I
That'd be
feel like
cool.
it's funny because I think a lot of us are very similar because it was like when that whole COVID shit went on and everybody's like, how much did your life change? Is we've all just taken things that we've done over the years and worked for and then create kind of that like paradise, exactly what we want at home. Because most of us, we're at the range or at an office working, and then we come home and live there and half the time work at home. So it's interesting to see like how different our types are than a lot of people because they spend their money on like vacations and all that, where I'm just like, you got lifts and you got rally at your house so you can take it out and drive it and motocross and do exactly what you want. It's all right there.
And a beautiful editing room.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's what I generally, my passion is editing. So I did that, and then we'll be done with the new
Well,
bar.
your passion's like food and hot dogs. Let's
Yeah,
not
and
get
a
ahead of
stage,
ourselves here.
and the new
Mustard
bar.
passions.
The new bar has a stage where we can have mini performances. It was like I finally have just.
Matt signed up for stand-up comedy there.
Yes, I can't wait for this.
Sure, I'm in. First I've heard of it.
I
I'm
mean,
in.
when there's 4 of us watching, I mean, you probably could do some
you
good
do
work.
decorating at other people's houses?
I do.
Because if you don't mind, I don't have that skill, and you do.
I would love that.
I've said for years that Jared should be an interior designer because
He is so good. Like
he's very
his
good
house
at it.
is so cool looking.
Yeah.
Thank you. Like, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Like, when we're done with all this, like, if guys like you are like, hey, I need this space to
I got
look
a
cool.
man cave, and I want it to look
Yes.
awesome. Like
I'm
this
in.
guy's the guy.
It's so good. I call you for like, I'm like, where are you getting your furniture, dog? Like, I like, ask Jared all these weird questions.
We used to
really
be so
good,
cool, and now we're just asking about furniture and stuff.
Yeah.
Physical spaces. Jared's great with the interior design. His own interior design.
Yeah, the
not
body.
so good.
No, not so
No,
good.
you're not an artisan of body crafting.
I am being held together with Elmer's glue, like that I ate.
Okay, so you said this is a question. I don't know if you've been asked this before, but it was asked to me recently, and I love it. So we have a lot of firearms, right? Obviously, that you did a video where you lined them all out.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, the apocalypse happens.
Yeah.
What 2 weapons are you taking with you? Firearms, excluding like knives and all that, but like.
We in a car or are we walking?
Ooh, solid
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
Let's just say like your go-to apocalypse. Like you're going to be in the truck. You have to go dismounted. It's what you're going to
What
be
is
carrying.
the mission though? Like we need more of this scenario.
Survive.
Yeah.
No, it's survival. Like so, you need a multi-purpose. Like you're not
Yeah,
going
but
to
why
want
would you be leaving your location?
because you need to go procure food.
Okay,
you
so
gotta.
he's going to procure
Oh my
food.
god!
Procure
Just
food.
tell me your top 2. Fuck.
It'd be I don't actually know two. For sure an AR. I'm basic.
Do you have like one AR specifically that you're like, that's the one?
Yeah, I have a few ARs that are like kitted out pretty well to where like I could do everything I need to do. Like they're short. I like just little short ARs that you could hit 100 yards or you could go through a house with. But then I don't know what my second gun would be. Like, would I want something that could reach out or have a heavier hitter? Or would I just be like, I need a pistol too? I don't know. Because a short AR, it's this big. Like you can use it for most of the stuff you can use a pistol for. I don't know. What are y'all's?
Also, like two is too limiting. Like if you're just leaving, Matt Best, if you're leaving, you're like, I got to go do some shit.
Yeah, are you leaving for an hour?
You're
or are
only
you
taking
leaving
two
for 3
guns
days?
with you?
Yeah, I know.
I'm taking
That's
at
what I'm saying.
least
We
like
need more of the scenario
backpack
here.
Sawed-off shotgun, at least, in addition to my pistol and my rifle.
And at what
Maybe a
point
rocket launcher.
in the
I don't know.
apocalypse
You're
is
going to
this
really use
happening?
a sawed-off
Because
shotgun?
if you're
Well, it's on the backpack.
if
So,
you're
like,
having to leave the very next day, what you weren't prepared for anything. Like,
Right, but you're taking all the fun out of the question. We can just deep dive into
I'm
the
just saying we need
post-apocalyptic
this
realm.
scenario because I think about this all the time too.
Zombies or no?
Even though we have a good stockpile of ammunition and good firearms, like if someone's trying to charge my property, man, that is a hard defensive position. As long as if there's more than like 5 of them, like it's gonna suck. Like
I'll tell you what, like an appropriate answer would have been. Right. Yours is good, Matt. Like I would take like a really stock backpack, right, and I would have a long gun, probably my Nosler 33, because it can kill anything in North America. Right, stowed in the back, about 20 rounds, because then I can hunt, I can long range,
So
probably
you would
take out a
big
vehicle,
gun. Okay.
and then I'd have my SBR, my go-to suppressed AR with my Ready Mag on there with 60 rounds ready to go, and I can pretty much take on anything with that.
So why would you want the big rifle?
Well,
you can
ARs
shoot
for
anything,
protection,
sure,
anything.
whatever. But like, you don't need to go kill an elk.
Well, you never know. If I see some
Vehicle.
whitetail and I want some,
If you have to-
know,
if you
or
have
I
to-
got to
that's
plug a
true,
dude's
yeah.
face
See-
from 800 yards away, that nozzle's
Yeah.
going to come out
Or
and
you want
touch
to go
him.
through a
would go-
door or something.
I would go my MPX and my M14 EBR.
There we go.
Because
See?
my
that's good.
M14,
All right,
like
yeah,
I
that's
can,
good.
Yeah.
I can engage a vehicle, I can hit something out to a grand,
Yeah.
and also I can carry that thing like an AR. It's heavy, but man,
Well,
I
that's
got
when
a
you
lot more
dirt, you,
stopping power.
like if guys driving up to you, dirt nap the driver, maybe the passenger, and then they get out, you're transitioning your AR
and that
MPX.
sounds, it's intimidating when you hear that. Doosh, doosh. Like not.
Yeah, your
like
EBR is what? That's 308, right?
Yeah.
Those are nice. That's the M14 with
M14,
the
those
those
are Sage stock. It's
Yeah,
got
those are
scopes,
sick.
It's got a
I need
handle,
one
got a
of those.
bipod.
yeah.
That's one I don't have. I've got a SOCOM 16, but I don't have.
So that was my
CBR
dream
version.
gun because of Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I always wanted the M14 EBR just completely like.
yeah.
I have a perfect way to write some stuff off and make a video for us.
Love
What
it.
if we made a build off? It doesn't have to be expensive, but like if we took
It's going to be expensive.
a platform, well, it could be like a Glock, right? It doesn't have to be
Okay.
something gnarly. And I'm a Glock collector of the
Okay.
fine arts of Glocks.
You love
But we
your
could have
Glocks.
a build off and see who
Yeah.
can make either like the most ridiculous, or I'd be
We
curious to know
call
what
it
the audience.
MIFJ.
What?
Make your friends jealous.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the contest. How do you build something under a budget that all of them are going to go, oh, I want that.
So
Should we
what
do
is
that? Like the coolest gun you can build for under $500 retail.
I mean,
do we do like
yeah.
1,000?
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
going to have to go a
$500
little
going to be
higher.
a high point. That's all.
It's going to be a
tricked
high
out,
point with like a paint job.
which would
You
be
couldn't
sick.
even.
Kind of cool.
Yeah, but you couldn't even get it dipped at that point.
You spray paint, bro. Like you
Growl
got
on.
to be resourceful here.
I agree.
Put a red
I
dot
agree.
on that
I
high
don't know
point.
why more people don't put bayonets on pistols.
That's a thing, I guess.
Think about it. Just
But,
like, yeah.
but see, that could be your build, dude. That's a Picatinny rail mount, maybe like a.
That's what I would put on it.
modify
I would.
So
put
how
a
do you
bayonet
win?
on it.
You
We-
vote on
we
vote.
how
Yeah.
jealous you are.
No, the audience.
The
votes.
audience
The
votes,
audience
right? We
votes.
do a
But
little.
we have to put
audience
it
vote.
through some competitions, right? Like we got to have like
yeah.
a little run and gun course, and then we have to have like a little durability test, and
I think that's fair. It's like
we bring
yeah.
Grantham in to like freeze them and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
good at that.
I don't know where he got the permit though to get liquid nitrogen. That's hard to. I've tried to get it before a lot.
Is
and
it
they keep
actually hard to
denying-
get?
Yeah, they deny me all the time.
Hmm.
I got denied by the
Wait,
county
what?
and
Wow.
the EPA. What? You've never tried to get liquid nitrogen?
No, I have not.
Oh, okay,
but I mean,
well, whatever.
I've wanted to. I just thought you could just order it
Yeah,
or
I didn't
something.
think it was like
No.
a regulated thing.
You got to get a stamp from the county, and then
A
you got
stamp
to
from the
tell
county?
the EPA.
Wow.
that
I mean, come on. You guys
proper
got machine
storage.
guns, and you're like, we can't figure out how to get liquid nitrogen. You just haven't tried very hard.
we just Jared.
Jared.
I'm not a part of
But-
it. But what do you do? What do you do with
You
liquid
freeze
nitrogen?
roses and you
freeze
smash
stuff?
them.
Yeah.
Oh.
You just,
Well, I know. That's
like the
what you do. You freeze
T1000.
stuff.
I know. You just play with it.
liquid nitrogen, bro. Like,
Oh.
dude, I was going to put it in the pool. I don't know what I was going to do. I think that's why they keep denying my application, because when it says why you have this, I list out a bunch of weird shit, and they're like, we're not giving it to this guy.
Probably why.
Someone was talking to me the other day, and they told me that the humans have successfully frozen a human with liquid nitrogen and brought them back.
No.
Whoa,
And I
shut
said-
your butt.
That is not true.
Yeah,
and she
that
was
is-
like, no, it's true. I saw it on the news. And I was like, there's no way. That's not possible.
What
Like,
news?
I know how it works and it would never work. And then like, she was like fighting me. And then 3 days later, she was like, hey, I just remembered that was actually a TV show I watched. And I was like,
Yeah.
How do you get the news mixed up with the? Well,
I
okay,
knew it.
it's all kind of TV at this point.
Who's
Let's
going
be
to
real.
volunteer to be frozen?
yeah, I was like, there's
Hey, yeah,
no way
try
that's true.
that.
Well, no.
You're volunteering. Oh, no. I
Dude,
don't
if
know.
you were terminally ill and they're
Okay.
like, you're going to die in 6
Yeah.
months, and you're like, maybe we can
I'll give it a
freeze you and
shot.
bring you back and talk in 20 years and we have the cure, you'd be like, all right,
I'm
Han Solo me. Like,
Pretty
let's go.
sure that's the premise of a movie with Mel Gibson.
Yeah,
It probably
it's called
Probably what she
Always.
saw.
Yeah.
It's called Always.
Always?
Yeah.
Never
He
seen it.
freezes himself and he comes back like 40 years later.
Yeah, Dave, is it called Always? Hell
Oh.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Now I want to watch it.
Yeah, it was a World War II
Yeah, he was like a-
experiment. He was a pilot
Yeah.
or something, and then they were going to demolish the old military storage facility, and the thing gets knocked open, and Mel Gibson comes to life, and he's been frozen.
I'm just still stuck on this. You have two safe things, like a little jelly.
Overflow.
Little jelly.
Matt Best. When is Matt Best gonna be big enough to have overflow?
Yeah.
Never.
Probably never.
Never.
No. Especially because the safe's already bigger. But
my one crap. But yours is cool. It's like that the bunker vibe too, which makes sense since bunker branding.
No,
right?
but that you just cued me in on an idea, Matt.
Okay.
You make a smaller main gun room. Then you take people
your
to the
second
overflow.
gun is the big,
You're
big
Like,
one. Yeah,
oh,
second
let's
room.
go to the overflow.
Yeah.
You're like, this is the overflow?
So you
Right.
make like a little bitty, like a 4x4 room.
Yeah,
and say that's
you're
your
right.
main gun
This
room.
is my gun safe.
It's just a
People are
walk-in
like,
Dude,
closet.
that's
really
pretty cool. That's awesome.
Well, let me take you to the overflow. Hang
That's
on.
solid.
Here's my other one that's bigger than
It's got
Matt's.
an escalator in it.
See, this is why you need Jared to help remodel, because what we could have done is when you walk through my first vault door, we built a vault, and then we could have had a stair, like a little bookcase, and you
cigar
open it, and then it goes to the actual
good
full
vault.
room.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, this is like
You
the
put
dude's
all
got 8
the
guns.
all the under $500 guns in that first
Right.
vault, and then the good stuff's in the back.
Spray painted high points.
Why,
Yes.
why stop there? I think we need like the high end version of that, and then we go Terminator 2, and we get just like an underground bunker
you go
situation.
downstairs.
Go to.
Pull
Yeah,
the steel.
That- yeah,
Oh,
you
I
got
love that.
the door
Yeah.
on the chain.
Okay,
it's all
well-
dusty. You got to get that back too.
I found this dude on Instagram yesterday, and Matt, we're gonna have some competition. Have you ever heard of The Collector?
No.
Okay.
But that already sounds epic.
Yeah.
This dude, and like I don't know
Bones
too
or
much
guns?
about him, but he followed me on Instagram, so
Yeah,
I
what does he
DM'd him. We
collect?
had a short conversation. But dude, this guy's got like MRAPs. He has a
How old
shooting
is he?
range. He's probably
He's older.
from the looks of him 50-ish.
So he's what we hope to be when we grow up.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, he's us in
But
20
I don't know
years.
how he made his money, but Homeboy's got some
This motherfucker
money.
has a space shuttle.
What?
No, he does not.
He's got the
Part of
weirdest.
one.
He's got the craziest shit in his house, and like 4 different gun rooms. He bought like the safe from Terran Tactical that is the John Wick like replica safe that only 4 are made. I mean, that's how I found him, because I saw the clickbait title. It's what I sent you the other day.
Yeah, I
So
watched
he is a YouTuber?
I guess he
He
just
just
started.
started
He
his
just
channel.
started
Gotcha.
YouTube, but I mean, it's literally like cribs, or I don't know. It's like what a rapper is flexing on their shoe collection, but for gun dudes
God,
and
that would
stuff.
be.
Does he have cars too?
Yeah, he's like cars, and it's not just guns. He has
Yeah.
a large gun collection. It's more just like, look at all the money I've spent on this material stuff, but it's pretty fucking cool.
That would be so funny.
Did you see the Bronco build that we did?
No.
72.
Yep. Love it.
LS3 in it.
Jeez.
850 horses.
yeah.
So it's like
a lot of
that's
horses.
like turbo or something,
yeah,
right?
yeah. And then we mounted a GAU 21 on it.
Good.
Yes. Yes.
As you do.
I'm just.
Where is this Bronco?
It's in Utah right now.
Well, that's no good.
But I just thought of something that would be incredibly hilarious if we did it, and it's pretty much we do it a version of American
He
Idol.
just
So you
changes
want
the
to be
subject. He's like, I don't care about that dumb Bronco.
The gun. But like you said, he was like, he's called The Collector. Does he have a YouTube channel? Well, he just started. It's like, what if we held an American Idol style show? So you want to be a gun YouTuber?
There you go.
That would be hilarious to just watch them.
I want to see
You
this
know,
collector.
It's a high barrier of entry to
but a lot
compete
of
with
people wanna
a
do
lot
it.
of the people. I guess. I mean, you got to be a subject matter expert or have lots of.
This guy was 8,000 followers. Is that him?
Yeah,
He follows me
on Instagram.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just followed you.
Oh
the
man,
collector.
that's gonna make his day. You know.
but I want to check out his stuff. I just watched a couple of videos. It's pretty
Interesting.
cool. Seems like a pretty cool guy. So, but speaking of the Bronco, we have the same muscle rod shop that we go through. You've been building some crazy cars. What are you working on right now? Because I've seen some gnarly shit come out.
Dude,
of
the
it.
El Camino build's so cool. Oh, I love that
that
thing.
you went brush steel.
That's not exactly what it is.
Oh.
It's just the steel, and we spray painted it chrome.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's even better.
So
Yeah.
it's basically the same thing, but
Yeah.
we call it El Cromino.
Romino.
And we
I'm a fan.
we LS swapped it, so it's got a LS with a big turbo on it, and it's gnarly. And then I put like 35-inch tires on the back.
That's it. As
But it is as they say, shit box. Like
Well,
it's a piece, but it'll run.
as
you know?
someone that owns a 2001 Crown Victoria that has a 3-inch lift and a welded rear differential
Heck yeah.
wrapped in Ricky Lake graphics that we call Slick Rick the Party Vic,
Heck yeah.
I'm a fan.
Fair. We need to take that downtown Bernie and just drive it around.
And I'll
It's-
chase you around in the cop car.
Perfect.
That
But
would be
then-
so funny. Just this demo mat is and then the whole cop car.
But then, I have the one that's at Muscle Rod is a 72 Barracuda body that we put on a first gen Dodge Ram truck frame. And so it's a dually. It's on 39-inch tires.
Oh.
It's got a 12-valve Cummins.
This is like
Oh man,
man's dream come true.
this thing is going to be the sickest thing ever. I actually got to go by there after this. I'm heading straight there
I
to go
actually need to
look at
go
it.
look at
What is your goal with this one?
Yeah,
Just a
the-
daily
yeah.
driver?
So actually, I just wanted a truck that looked cool. I was just like, man, I drive
Fair.
trucks all the time, and I want to pull trailers. And I pull trailers all the time with my trucks, but like, I want to pull trailers with something that looks cool. And so I was like, well, I'm just going to get a Barracuda because it's a Mopar, just like the Dodge, and I wanted a 12-valve Cummins. And so I want a body. I mean, it's basically a truck that looks like a cool car. And so, it has a trailer hitch and everything, and we're going to be pulling trailers with my Barracuda.
That's so cool.
I commend you on your honesty of you just wanted something that looks cool.
Yes. Yeah, it serves no purpose. I just spent too much money to get this stupid thing built, but like, I'm just going to be happy, you know? I think I'll finally find happiness. I'm not happy now, but if I have that, I think I would be happy.
That's the aspect to the happiness.
That should do it.
Yeah.
So are you any other builds? Because you're doing
Yeah.
some of the racing stuff. Or you're just having fun with the cars.
I got some other builds. So we've been doing a lot of burnout competitions.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And so the El Cromino, we built that just for burnout. So it's got a locked rear diff. So like it just, and we took the brakes off the back. So it's just all burnout.
Fuck yeah.
And then, so
So wait, you can just hold the brake and just, oh, that is genius.
no brakes on the back.
That is
We
genius.
remove them. So I built two more. I'm building two more burnout cars. One of them's almost done. It's a 1964 Chevy Impala
Nice.
with hydraulics. It is sick. And then we LS swapped that as well. It's got a 6.0 LS in it. That's going to be insane. So it goes up and down. It's awesome. And it's got a paint job too. Like I found it on Craigslist. It was already painted all like the airbrush, and it's amazing. And then I wanted to have a diesel burnout car. And so I found a 1965 Mustang that someone had
Favorite year.
modded and put a truck bed on. So it's like a Ranchero Mustang.
Let's go.
And then I bought a Power Stroke, and we put a Power Stroke in it. And we just got that thing started like 3 days ago.
Now,
A
as you say this, and
Ranchero
I've never
Mustang?
thought about this like this before, but
Just go to my Instagram.
technically
It's on
a
there.
diesel burnout car would work way better because you're going to be able to burn out at like 4,000 to 5,000 RPMs.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
not
the
even the motor's going to be like, whatever.
It's just a stock engine right now. We tuned it, but like we'll probably put a big turbo on it eventually. But like it's got regular little Mustang tires in the back when normally it's spinning truck tires, and it's a lighter car. And we're just gonna,
you're going to burn out at 3,000 RPMs.
Yeah, we're gonna boost it, and it's gonna be crazy. And then you get all the black smoke from the engine and the white smoke from the tires, and it's diesel burnouts.
You are
are
Green
so
New
cool.
Deal's worst nightmare.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
I'm not eco-friendly in these things.
How
do we get two types of smoke on this one?
Yeah, we want black smoke and white smoke and going on there. Might me make green smoke. We'll
America.
Is it almost every burnout? Are you going through tires? Like
Yeah, so the burnout competitions, you get points based on driver skill. So they have a big concrete box that you Like, I mean, I don't know how big it is. They're all different sizes.
Is this
different
down at
competitions.
Cletus's place?
Yeah, it's Cletus and Cars. He
Okay.
does them all over. We're going to Indianapolis in like 2 weeks for the next one. But it's a Cletus event at Indianapolis. And so they have, the big concrete barriers everywhere. And the crowd is all around it in bleachers. And you do this tip in where you start from out here, you go, and you go and you spin. And then you get points based on driver skill. So it's like how close you can get to all the walls and do you use the whole track? And then also just how exciting it is. So they want you to basically go as hard as you can until something pops, whether it's your tires or your engine or whatever. Like if you just go out there and do some donuts and then drive off, everybody's like, oh,
a little bit of
God
showmanship.
bless
A little bit of
rednecks.
flair.
Yeah.
I love how it's so
you
just
should see like
subjective in nature of like, just make it cool.
all subjective. But like, yeah, like you pop, you blow up a cylinder and like fire comes out of your engine. Everyone's like, yeah, like everybody goes crazy and you win. Like you lost 10 grand, but like you win.
Have you won? Have you won yet?
I won. Yeah, I won it in the El Camino. Also blew up my engine.
And what do you win?
Oh.
Bragging rights?
Just one respect. That was it.
Yeah. I just want to cut to the guy telling us in Seattle about how his entire office is converted to bikes because they're for at least 3 times a week. And then meanwhile in Florida, hold my Bud Light, baby, take a photo.
And it is, those dudes are like, the audience is standing around the burnout pit where they're just breathing tire smoke for like 2 hours. And they're covered in black by the end of it. And they're just like, it was awesome. It was so fun. And it is like, and you don't understand it. I know there's some people, not on y'all's podcast.
I know.
It's like,
I'm like
oh,
thinking about
God.
or PAX and on East makes everybody wear his mask this last week.
Oh,
and
yeah.
just you show up to that place, just the smoke. You can
There's no mask
amount
there.
of carcinogens.
But
Let's
yeah,
go.
like you don't even know how fun it is until you do it. You're like, that's kind of dumb. Like everybody's just ruining their cars. And then you watch it in person. You're like, oh, I'm not even a car guy, but that was awesome.
No, Matt, you did that. Like what Texas Dave
Yeah.
blew the wheel off of Slick Rick.
Yeah, blew the
and
wheel
just
off.
kept going.
Yep.
When I
it was
thought
awesome.
back, I didn't know what was happening. I should have jumped out and stood on the roof and just been like,
That would have
But-
been fucking
Hey,
hilarious.
you've
I'm wearing the Rally
done.
Red.
Have you done a demolition derby?
No, I've never done that.
That seems like that's
Demolition
almost like
Matt's
right.
Demolition
Let's do a
talked about
demolition derby.
We
Here
talked
in
about that,
Bernie.
like doing
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
let's do it against each other.
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
Fuck. All right. I
Take,
brought my
take that
truck.
TRX. Let's go.
Look at cheaper
no,
car
let's do
out
it.
there. That
No,
was
No, I'm
do
just, he's onto something. Can we do it?
Yeah, I'm in. We've been talking about it forever. The problem is just trying to figure out how to make us not die during it. But I think
You
it'll be
weld
fine.
I-beams to the doors.
Okay.
That's what I saw as a kid.
You just
Like, they
do
would-
everything in reverse. It's
They would
fine.
weld I-beams to the doors.
I mean, yeah, you're not getting through an I-beam.
No.
I've
That-
never seen that. Okay.
That's what I remember going to the Demolition Derby when I was a kid. Like everybody had just a giant steel I-beam
Just
bolted
keep
to the
everybody
driver.
out of your door. Yeah.
Yeah, that way, like you're not puncturing that. You're not crumpling past it. Also, everybody's going with old steel frame cars too. It's
Yeah.
not nothing new. Like no one's showing up with a Honda Urus or
Fucking
a fucking
Tesla.
Toyota Urus. Like, yeah, let's go to let's do the Demolition Derby. Like smart car.
The Urus is a Lamborghini.
Is it?
Yeah, you're trying to say Yaris.
Yaris. Got it.
Got it.
Yaris. Sorry.
Some of us,
Well, Jared-
some of us know about
Can
Lamborghinis.
when am I going to be able to talk you into coming down to Old Rally Ready and trying your
I've
hand
been
at
there
some-
once.
handing them some rounds?
But yeah, let's go.
I would love
I
to,
went there once.
to go
I had
to
a,
the
I
school
had an
with you.
Ultra 4 and I took it over there and drove it around. It was fun.
All right.
Yeah, let's do it.
Jared, you'd be proud of me. This morning I was texting, I don't think the Carriker Motorsports, because I buy my stuff from them and they don't really service John Deere's. But I was like, hey, my John Deere needs to get serviced. You guys mind doing it? And like, we don't really do that, but we got you. And I was like, okay, well, just deliver me an ATV. So he came up to my place this morning, the trailer off my John Deere, and just dropped an ATV off me. So I was like, okay, I'll buy it. And I spent this morning drinking coffee and driving around my whole entire property in my ATV.
That's
It was
pretty
a
cool.
glorious
And they delivered?
morning.
Wow.
They delivered. Full
Not
service.
delivery. It's Coyote.
It's Coyote. Coyote Motorsports Bernie. They're great people. They've
Yeah,
they've
I
taken
bought
care of
my
me.
Can-Am from them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went over there. They had one Can-Am sitting out front. And I was like, hey, do y'all have more of these? They're like, no, we can't get any of those. And I was like,
So recently, probably, right?
it was like 6 months ago. Yeah. And I was
The
like,
blue one?
no, it was the orange one that was sitting
Okay.
out. And I
Yeah.
was like,
Oh, that
can I,
that 4-seater or the 4?
no, it was a 2-seater.
Was it?
Yeah. I was like, can I have that one? And they're like, no, that's the owner's. And I was like, why is it sitting out front? Like it's for sale. They were like, well, he might sell it. And I went and talked to him. He was like, yeah, I'll sell it. So yeah, I got it. And they were great.
Nice.
It was one that was like apparently rolled and then they fixed it. And I can't tell it was rolled.
Probably the one I traded in.
Probably.
Is it the real fast one?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, but it was orange.
oh no, that's not mine then.
Yeah. It was like an orange, like a red orange
You
one.
know, good thing you know
You rolled
somebody
one?
that has big
Twice. I almost killed Logan.
razor jumps at their house.
Oh, can we do that?
Hey,
I've never jumped it.
to Jared's point, I'll say, because everybody's terrified. I think Tim Kennedy was terrified to get in the player system. And I was telling Tim, I was like, man, Jared's a really good driver. And he's like, I bet he is. I was like, Tim, I promise. And Tim came back and was like, dude, Jared can fucking drive.
Yeah, but it's scary. You get in those with someone and like,
No,
don't know what
but
they're
he knows
doing.
what he's doing.
I know, but I'm just saying.
refuse.
Oh yeah,
it's still scary. Like,
Yeah, I've rolled it twice. That's why I don't
those
drive
things
anymore.
are so easy to roll.
I like to call them pet rattlesnakes because they will fucking bite you real quick.
We're talking about
I like
snakes or
No, the razors.
side by side.
Like,
razors,
Yeah.
the razors.
Because I have the XP Ultimate, which is the turbo, and it's almost at like 215 horsepower because I got a clutch in it too. Like that thing, I don't let my friends drive it because you like.
Well, and they give you that feeling like you feel confident. You're like, I could handle this, and then you're like,
Yeah. No, we were getting some pretty sweet air on that thing.
Yeah,
That
we
was
jumped
fun.
far.
Because we were up at Rally Ready, who I'm wearing a shirt right now, and Jared was doing the course, and that's when we did the little sedan burnouts and blew the tires off it. It's a good time up there.
yeah, let's go.
Yeah, but we built a course out with Nate Wessel. He used to design all the Woodward parks. So he's done a lot of track building for Travis. So he came out and engineered
At your place.
specifically. Yeah, specific. These jumps are specific for these machines. Like,
Okay, yeah.
So
I'll be out there tomorrow. Perfect.
Hell
No,
yeah.
I'll bring it out there for sure because that would be fun. I've never jumped mine.
Okay.
You don't
It
even,
needs to be
you have
jumped.
2, right? Out there?
Yeah.
Two? Yeah.
I want to jump mine.
Yeah, he
Fair.
wants to
I
try
like
his.
that.
Out.
I need to
Well,
jump it.
And also, if you let Nate take it around first,
Can he
he'll
tell you how fast to go?
Well, he'll
and-
tell you also if you need to adjust the suspension because if your suspension is adjusted, I mean, that was one of the part of the testing. This whole thing was he came back and was like, "No, rear shocks are too hard. It's bucking you when you go up." So we adjusted everything down, and all of a sudden, it's like super smooth.
That's cool.
So it's when you have. Your friends are the experts in this field.
When they've jumped
it makes
thousands
it
of
so much
times.
safer and so much more fun because it's not the kind of just
The gray area.
well, like fuck it, like style goes out the window, and you're really doing the science behind the wheelbase, the power, everything, and he made all the landings really wide and mellow, so you can fuck up and still be safe.
Yeah, I'm in.
This is great.
Say less.
I want the demolition car, though, and I'm going to go crash things at your place.
I'm dead serious. We need to talk about this Demolition Derby. Demolition
No, we
Matt's
have
Demolition
to do
Derby.
this. Yeah.
Like that's an annual thing that could become huge at the Bernie Rodeo Grounds.
Just lots of
It
insurance.
could be bigger. We got to go bigger.
Did you guys not watch these growing up?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did.
of course.
I did.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like the most popular thing. Like
I was trying to
every
figure out if you were
summer.
going to
Have
say
you
it's a
not
great
seen
idea
Fast
or
and
like
Furious
it's a terrible
4?
idea. Like,
Oh,
hey,
no.
people die.
No, I mean most of the activities we do, people die. It's fine.
Yeah.
Just you have a helmet and a Hans device.
We just took the executive staff to jump out of fucking planes. Like,
That was terrifying. Hated it.
I hated it.
Yeah.
you were airborne, though, weren't you?
I know, but still, like they open the ramp and you're like, why? Why am
So you
I?
actually hated it.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan.
You seem like you'd be a fan.
Once I was in the air, that was fine.
Yeah.
It was just getting me from the seat to the air. That's where I'm like,
Because
stop
then
it,
you have no
stop it,
choice. Once
stop
you're in
it,
the
stop
air,
it.
you're like, I better do the shit I'm supposed to do.
I'm comfortable. Yeah, I'm comfortable.
But yeah, when you're playing, you're like, I don't have to do this.
Yeah.
I could not.
I could not do
I could
this.
ride this plane back
You
down.
know, and
Yeah, but you don't want to exist, Jared. You want to live, okay?
I know that's
Until
why
you hit the
I-
ground and die.
There were two things that got me through it. Number one, I knew that a lot of people at home were watching us do this, and if I chickened out, like then a lot of people would be like, "Okay, yeah." Number one, he chickened out. And number two, now I'm never going to do it. So it was like I did it for
You did it for the
everybody.
kid.
I did
You
it
were
for
just trying
everybody
to
else.
inspire people.
And then number two, I was like, I'm sitting here all worried about, okay, what if both of these parachutes fail? And then I'm like, Travis jumped out without a chute. Okay, I've got two. All right, I'm good.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I figured you just got bored on the 15 minutes it takes to get to altitude.
that
You're like, oh,
definitely
no,
was.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it was. That was part of it.
How high do you jump from?
14,000 feet.
Cool.
Yeah.
I've never jumped.
It's high. It's fun.
Seems pretty high.
You should try it at least twice.
Yeah. You
Because
should.
the first time you have to do the tandem thing, but the second time you do it by yourself.
Oh,
And
really?
That is a lot more fun.
I thought you had to jump a lot more tandem before you could do it by
Just
yourself.
one.
Crazy.
Tandem, I hated tandem.
Yeah,
Solo's
it
fun.
wasn't-
It's weird.
You're
Solo's super fun.
You're stuck. You're kind of stuck.
When
You
someone
got to do it a
jumps
couple more
on you.
times than that because, like, the first time you go by yourself, your body doesn't want you to go. You're like, your body's like, don't do this. This
Can't really enjoy it as much.
This is beginning the death process. Why would you do this?
Really? I was the opposite because I was the first one out usually, at least when I was there. And then I was like, I enjoy it. Well, we'll get into skydiving in another episode. That's the whole, we got Matt here. We need to talk about Matt.
Yeah. Matt, you hit 10 million subscribers.
Yeah, and then you shot every gun that you owned.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
That was so cool.
What's funny is, so Matt was there for the actual 10 mil celebration video, and we just had all the guns in there because I was like, people don't want to actually see a video of us shooting all these stupid guns because it'll take an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah.
And so we just like had them all there because I said I'll show them all in one video. They were all there. They were showed. We just didn't talk about them. And we made a video, and people were like, why didn't you go through all the guns and show us all the guns? And so then we just made an entire video actually walking down the line and pulling the trigger on every single gun.
And
did you do that with live ammunition on all of them?
Huh?
You do that in live ammunition on all of them?
Uh-huh.
How did you find the wacko shit to you have?
Yeah, well, we pretty much have at least a box for all the weird stuff too.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
that's smart. If you buy at least get a
generally
box.
comes with it when you buy a weird gun.
Sometimes, you know.
Yeah, we tried. There was like one gun that we didn't have 500 line ball. I don't know how to pronounce that one, but we couldn't get that one. That was one we couldn't find. But
Are you willing to sell? I think it was the 44 that I shot with the long barrel, the pistol. That thing was cool.
oh yeah, you shot the 4570 probably.
Oh, was it 4570?
Right?
Okay.
It was either 4570. Oh no, you
It was
shot
a
the
pistol.
really long
It was a
one?
revolver with like.
Oh no,
the
that was a
frickin-
500 mag.
That's a 500 mag,
Smith
okay.
and Wesson mag.
Oh, like the old Joker gun? Remember when he pulls
Yeah,
the
it has
revolver out of
a
his pants?
26 or 28
Yeah.
inch barrel.
It's
I
like
think.
my 500
Yeah.
Magnum, but
What's-
just
Mhm.
like this long. It's
What's
really
your
cool.
biggest gun you have?
It's just a bear. Oh no, I got the Modus. The Modus is the biggest
He's
gun I
got the
have.
Modus. I almost stole
Okay.
that from Apache. I saw it
Okay.
before. Because you stole my suppressor. I'm still
Modus.
never getting over it. It's been
How do
like
you
4
like
years.
the headspace and timing situation?
That's why it doesn't get shot much. 'Cause it's annoying. Yeah, no, and I need-
Easy. Takes like
it
2 minutes.
Is, mine, it wasn't running right either. Like it was like jamming in like every like 15 rounds, which was annoying. So I haven't got it out to like really mess
Mayonnaise.
with it.
You gotta throw some mayonnaise on the
Okay,
brass.
yeah, sounds good.
What?
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Lube her up.
Mayonnaise will help that
Yeah.
gun. I've tried it.
Yeah.
It smells good.
It's
What's
Air
the
Force
what's the
tactics.
most sketchiest gun that you have? That's kind of like, oh, I don't want to shoot that one anymore.
I gave it away on the 10 mil video. The gun that almost killed Kentucky Ballistics.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had one of those, and I don't know if mine's sketchy or not, but I gave it away so I don't have to find out.
yeah, it's kind of
Yeah, I think Eli won that, and
Yeah,
he's
so
like, I will never shoot this.
I have a gold Barrett, and so I told everyone the winner gets a gold 50 cal, and they didn't know, but I had spray painted that gun gold, my one that almost killed Kentucky, and so that was the actual prize.
You got me for like 5 minutes on that because you're like, yeah, winner gets a gold 50. I'm like, dude, that's legit, man. I'm like, man, I'm going to take this serious. And then I started thinking about it. I'm like, there's no way
There's
he's giving
gotta be
like
a
an
trick.
$8,000.
that
you know,
statue is haunted.
And what
Hey,
was
guess what we're giving away?
Yeah, exactly. You
We're
can
gonna
have
pass
this doll.
on to the next.
And Eli won it, so Eli has my gold 50 cal now.
And
Oh,
I
wow.
actually used that in my rap video
Yeah.
gun
It
shop.
was in there a lot.
And I believe you have my fur coat.
Yes, and I love it.
It's great, right?
I haven't actually worn it yet.
Wait, he
but-
took the fur coat?
He
Yeah.
saw my ammo
I told
fur
him I
coat and
wanted
said he
it.
liked it. I was like, no problem, man.
Yeah, I was like, dude, where'd you get this? He's like, we made it. I was like, I want that. He's like, okay. And he gave it to me. You're so nice. And I wanted to use it for videos. I
This is the
haven't
first
used it
time
yet.
I've ever heard of a friend gifting another friend a fur coat. I'm
how we roll.
Ammunition on
thoroughly
it.
impressed today.
And now it was number 4 in the world in rap. So you could say that this was
Yeah, you
famous
could hang
number
that
one.
in glass.
That song was good. That song was good. I know you like made fun of yourself, like, because it, you're like, well, I'm not a real rapper, but like, that was a good song.
It was a good.
It's-
song.
yeah,
It
we
slapped.
do real fake music.
Yeah.
I was upstairs yesterday, last night, and I heard Lux singing the whiskey song downstairs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whiskey, you don't talk back?
Yep.
Nice. Debating if we want to do that full one. My wife said it's cool.
I don't know what song that
She
is.
was just singing downstairs. Whiskey don't talk back.
It's just essentially it's
Have you made a
song.
music video for that one? yet?
No, we
That's why I
haven't
haven't
recorded
seen
it.
it.
Isn't out
Okay,
yet. Yeah.
gotcha.
It's kind
We're
of
making
just in the idea phase.
The idea of essentially, my wife said I can make it, won't offend her, but just that, why do you drink so much whiskey? Because whiskey don't talk back.
I like it.
So
What about like most memorable moments across the channel?
Like
a good
for
one.
me or for the viewer, you think?
For
like,
you.
so my most memorable moments are not like the on-screen moments. I wouldn't say. I mean, there's a few, but like mine are all like the when we had a video take off or something. Like when my first videos really took off were like the custom shotgun shell videos. Like 9 years ago or whatever. And like, that was like, oh dang, like these are going viral. Like that was always big. And then like, every couple of years we'd have another one really take off and go viral. But I'm trying to think like the most memorable, I don't know, like I had an old Chevy pickup and we shot it with a tank and then put C4 on it and then drove over it with a tank. And like, that was like pretty good stuff. So we actually went out to drive tanks for that. And we like destroyed this tank. And then it was me and Lunkers. And then I called my insurance company on the trip back, and we filmed it all. And so I'm on the phone with some lady from the insurance company, and I'm like, "Hey, I guess I need to file a claim." And she's like, "Okay, what happened?" I'm like, "Someone shot my truck with a tank." And she's like, "What?" And she's like, "A tank?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "And then they drove over it." And she's like, "Oh my God."
Yeah,
she's
hey,
like,
can I text you a photo real quick?
She goes, "Where were you?" I was like, "Out in Texas." And she's like, Did you call the police? I was like, "No, the guy left." And she was like, "You need to get out of that area." And like, we had this poor middle-aged woman just totally confused. And she was like, "Well, this is just the after-hours service. So you're gonna have to call back tomorrow." I was like, "So call back tomorrow and tell him about the tank?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm so sorry."
So
Like,
sorry.
me
Please,
too. She's like, "Did you get his information?" I was like, "Yes, his name is Rob Turkla."
You didn't actually file a claim about that, did you?
No.
Because that would be wonderful.
No, I just told it was the overnight lady. I didn't know where it was going
It
to go.
would be
but
fun to
she
have
was like,
the
"You can't
adjuster
file it right
come
now."
out.
Oh my gosh,
Like,
yeah.
just where you're like, "All right, here's the card." He's just like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, it was pretty good. But that ended the video. So that was like a memorable thing because like we destroyed my actual truck and then we called that. And so the video did really good and it was just fun. That kind of stuff's awesome.
Yeah.
And when you go like extra hard on a video and it also does really good when it performs well, it's fun.
I've never watched it. I want to watch that that's
we
funny.
we were talking about this the other day of how great it would be if we were to obtain a Lamborghini and then go to a high foot trafficked area like college during lunch or something, and you park it and you do the little boop boop and you walk away, and then dude just Caleb runs into it while he's on a bicycle and is like looking at the dent, and like everyone's like, "Oh," and then
he just
two
runs
dudes
away
in full suits of armor start fighting, like knights are fighting with swords and jumping up and down. And then Nate shows up with a cement truck and has somebody sign, and he's emptying cement into the car.
It's like the most random display.
Yeah, it just keeps getting
Wherever
bigger
she's
and bigger
like,
and
what
bigger.
the hell is
and then
happening
the car
here?
owner comes back like, "What happened to my car?"
People are trying to explain like, well, there were these two guys sword fighting.
Yeah.
And the concrete came.
Yeah, then the concrete came. I don't know. Somebody signed for it.
I kind of wish, not that I wish this on my mother, but she's an insurance agent, and it would have been so dope if by a random chance you called and she was the one and be like,
That would be great.
"Hey, there's somebody that shot a
Well, that's
car
what's funny
with a
is
tank."
this lady, we never told her it was a joke. And like, so she got off the phone and I'm sure she went home and told her husband, like, "This guy called me and listen to this, Fred. Listen what he said." And
When she's
She
on
tells that story on every
when
show.
she's on an
But then-
insurance podcast, she's going to say that's her craziest story she's ever
But
done.
I'm sure like she probably told her son or daughter that and they're like, "Mom, that somebody's playing with you. That cannot be real." And then later like, "Mom, you're on Demolition Ranch."
That's great.
That definitely is how it
For
went
sure.
down.
I'm sure she found out about it eventually because she told that story to someone and they're like, "I've seen this. I've seen it on YouTube."
Well, it's got to be pretty cool, man, because what month did you hit 10 million? That was last year, right? Like October-ish?
This is probably a year ago. I don't know.
Really?
Almost, probably 9 months. I don't know. Something like that. Yeah.
That's pretty cool because it's like with that amount of people following your journey, and it's almost like they get to have a ride and participate with all the fun stuff you get to do. Because, I mean, you're rebuilding houses, you're shooting guns, you're building cars. Like you're just doing kind of the dude life stuff. And
That's
it's
what we
cool
try to
watch.
do is just make it fun. There's a lot
That's
of
what you
people
have to
that
do.
want us to like do gun reviews or,
There's enough
talk
of
about politics or whatever.
No.
And it's like, man, like I just want this to be a place people can turn their brain off and just come and have fun. Like just smile. Cause that's
But
what I like to do.
Everything now.
I don't want to watch YouTube and
Yeah.
see all the boring stuff. I watch channels that I think are fun and entertaining. And so that's what I just make videos that I would want to watch.
And I think that's great because it's like that. I love that style. It's like dessert for the brain when you just want to like just chill out and be like, I wonder what an Uzi does to
I can
watermelon.
guarantee you'll get no useful information from my YouTube channel. That's all I got.
But also, the
Nah, you won't. There's
YouTube
nothing.
has become like the coolest possible source of entertainment lately because there's been so many good quality people out there that is making things like
for sure.
you can find a documentary.
For sure.
I watched an 1.5-hour documentary on Caviar. the other day.
You
because
would. Of
course
I
you
didn't
did.
know.
He for
but
sure would watch that.
I wanted to understand caviar. Like, why is caviar expensive? What is the difference between super expensive caviar and non-expensive caviar? And now I know,
What's the difference
Yeah,
between
what is it?
super expensive and
Well,
non-expensive?
it's this one type of fish that is now pretty much extinct except in captivity, and they are farmed.
So it's just rarity.
Yeah, it's rarity.
It's not that it tastes better.
Yeah, it's just
Have you
rarity.
guys had caviar?
I went and bought a whole
the time.
shit ton of it after I watched that
All the time?
documentary.
I eat it
You
for
eat caviar all
breakfast
the
every
time?
day.
I mean, like you go get sushi and they put roe on top. Roe is essentially caviar. It's baby fish eggs. I mean,
Yeah.
have you not?
I've been having a lot
I
of
haven't
oyster
had like
shakes
the
lately.
proper.
you
I've only
fucking
had
get
it.
some class,
I've only had it
Logan?
once.
You know?
No,
I'm a
I went.
degenerate. What do you
I
want
went
from me?
and bought all the caviar they had at HEB because I wanted to try the different levels, and then I tried it all, and I was like, okay, that makes sense.
Interesting.
I
I didn't know HEB had caviar.
yeah, they have a few.
I've only had it once. And I didn't really like it, so I've never wanted to be a
just
caviar
salty,
connoisseur. It just is
it's
like salty
salt
stuff. Yeah.
cream.
Not to go on my sushi tangent here, but I will for a sec. Caviar is the same as like uni, which is, it's just all it does is absorb salt water. And that's what it tastes like. Like you're drinking salt water. It's not good.
Oh, so it's salty from the sea, not from them salting it.
It's like
No.
salty
Yes.
tapioca.
Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't know
One
that.
might say it's sea salt, you know?
No, it's like salty boogers.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much all you're eating. You're like, oh, that's not like delicious.
Feels
I don't know
sophisticated,
what
though.
the consistency of boogers is
How do you not
Why?
know this?
because I don't eat boogers.
Loser.
Liar.
I thought you were a Marine.
God. Wow. Over there sitting on your fucking high horse. Oh, I don't eat boogers.
Oh, I'll just say this on the air, but I'm going to have to use your clinic because I'm getting a new dog.
Oh, what kind?
So,
Not what I thought you were going to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Because I need to get my knee fixed in your
Can I
clinic.
smell it?
Chloroform.
Can I smell it first?
I mean, I did recently get roofied. That I've not told that story, but we'll do
You're
that
the
another
second
day.
person who's told me that in like 2 weeks, and as a dude also.
Supposedly it's been happening.
Yeah.
He's a serial roofier.
The guy who works for me said he got roofied at some bar.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in South by Southwest. We played a show with our country band, and then we
country
went
band.
to a really low key bar, and like 7 of us got roofied.
So like the
2 of
bar
them
might have
died.
done
We're
it.
gonna find out.
2 guys died.
No, that's not true.
Well, I mean, I was trying to make the story better, but he's over here not picking up the
I mean,
hints.
2 people got arrested.
Okay.
Not me.
All right.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 of our people got drunk in public. I mean,
Oh,
we're
because they're
disputing it,
so-
but they're.
Public. God, that's
Yeah.
not even a thing.
So how do you know it's roofie? You got like blood test?
We did urinalysis, and there was foreign substance in her blood. They couldn't
Crazy.
find the rooflin yet, so we had to do the hair sample. But there was bupropion or something. It's like a sub drug used for opioid addicts that are
Jeez.
having withdrawals. And so whatever it was dirty. But I guess we were looking it up, and they use like fentanyl or they use liquid ecstasy or rufinol. And then like especially South by Southwest, like literally for the people out there, be very very safe. I didn't realize how prevalent that stuff
So
is
were your
getting.
drinks sitting out and someone walked by and bloop bloop?
No,
or did
impossible.
someone work?
Offered
No.
Oh,
no.
someone walked up with
We
drinks
no
and was like, hey,
we bought
Black
shots.
Rifle guys, I got y'all.
We got watermelon shots. We all took it because
That's your
Danny
first
was the
problem.
only one that didn't take that shot, and he didn't get roofied.
Maybe that's what you get for ordering watermelon shots.
I didn't fucking order it. I was wearing my top hat and my white suit. So
saying.
some guy
Oh,
was
yeah.
like,
Saying.
I'm
You're in the-
roofing that
yeah.
asshole.
There's a saying, and it's Ruhalfel.
That's what you get for wearing those white
I only
outfits.
drink whiskey. Ruhalfenen. I don't even know what it's
What
called.
is that word? That
I
you're
don't know.
saying?
Rufalin? Is that what it is?
Ruhalfelen?
I don't know. It's a very long word with a lot of H's.
Okay.
What? Ruhypnol? What is that? What it's called?
Rufinol? I think.
Rufinol. Is
Rufinol?
roofie.
I thought it was
Oh, it's
Ruhypnol.
Rufalin.
Rufalin?
Dave,
You're the doctor.
Yeah, we don't prescribe Rufalin.
Lunatrazepam? We need I want to talk to a date rape specialist, like a doctor
that a
that
thing?
investigates it. I'm
I'm
sure.
a date rape specialist. It's a guy with a
I can laugh
ponytail.
about it
He's
'cause-
he's a sound guy.
Well, what you want to start with? Oh my lord!
Date rape specialist
No, it's
here.
not. It's funny because no one got hurt in our group, but yeah, no, not good, not good.
No one got hurt,
Do you
but
have a
2 people got
hangover from-
arrested.
Yeah,
You have a hangover from roofies?
Like
the
a 4-day.
worst.
Oh.
3 days, like brutal,
Yeah, that's
awful,
rough.
miserable.
I won't say who it is, but somebody when we did
He's like, I won't say who it is, but I know who did it.
No, when we rang the bell in New York, one of our buddies that we invited out there missed the bell ringing because he got roofied the night before.
I feel like that's an active excuse for people that drank too much, but
That's what I thought when you said. I was
Yeah.
like, that's probably what happened.
I've
Is
never
that-
No,
been
come
given
on.
that excuse.
I'll own up
You
to a
go,
hangover
Why
any
do you
day of the
look
week."
like shit? Because I drank too much.
yeah. She's the best policy. Well, okay. Anything before we get out of here, Matt? Anything cool like specific that you got working on in the future that you want to like
book yet?
maybe?
I have a business proposition for y'all.
Let's hear it.
Okay.
Thought that spin would be
spun in the
smooth.
chair.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
wow.
was-
Sorry,
all right.
I'll buy the pen.
So listen, Abandoned Mansion was a great series. Did great on YouTube. What's next, right?
Yeah.
Ghost Town.
Yes, I'm in.
Oh, I'm in.
I'm in.
No, I saw
I'm
you
in. I
post
saw
this.
your ad.
I will buy a town
I was
with you.
waiting. I'm in.
Let's do it.
All right. I want to buy a ghost town,
Mhm.
and we just, we get to appoint the sheriff, we get to appoint all the
the
positions, the mayor,
I would
the
like to be the
judge,
mayor.
like everything.
I'm
and,
in.
And then we get to throw people in jail. We do whatever we want.
Oh shit.
Oh my
in.
God.
It's a ghost
In.
town.
Yeah. No,
we get a saloon.
In.
Oh yeah.
We get a
I'm in.
Yeah, but can
a
we just-
hotel with a
can we just-
brothel that I won't go to. You won't go to.
Can we
just
we're
build
married
it?
men.
Can
but-
we just do it here so then we could visit it?
Actually, I went yesterday. There was apparently a ghost town like 30 minutes away. I went and looked. It was not really a ghost town. They had like someone had renovated it. So, but there are ghost towns within like a couple hours of Texas. I mean,
Okay.
of Central Texas.
Okay.
So,
So either we find one or we build it here.
I mean, yeah, I have heard of people building ghost towns, which doesn't make sense because if you build a ghost town, but then you're in it, it never was a ghost town. How does
I
that
like
make
that
sense?
Yeah, but I like to be able to go to it. you know?
100%. Like we need to find one that's close by. Because if it's in, if it's in South Dakota, we're never going to go.
No.
But if it's in 2 hours
Yeah, it
from
has to be
us,
Texas.
like,
Yeah.
It's weird. This was literally the premise. A new Texas Chainsaw Massacre came out, and this is the plot of the movie.
Can
is
we-
that
Oh, really?
these kids buy a ghost town in Texas, and
you
then
can buy a ghost town for
Leatherface
like
shows up.
$1 million.
I mean,
Question for the group.
if I'm staying out at the ghost town, I'm packing some heat. Obviously.
100%.
So
Question
Yeah.
for the group.
I'm going to be a sheriff.
Bring it, chainsaw guy.
Yes or no? Can we put a pool at the ghost town?
Yeah.
No, but it's got to be a above floor pool. It's got to be like it's got to be the
No,
crappy
come on.
one.
If we're going to stay at the ghost town, it's hot in Texas.
Yeah, we
no,
should
the
make it
point of the
fun.
ghost town is like we can do whatever the fuck we want, right? So we should put a pool somewhere
As
that
the
we can
mayor
jump
of
off a
the proposed ghost
3-story
town,
building
I'm proposing
into the
we
pool.
put in a pool.
Yeah, there's no lawsuits in a ghost town. So
No.
like if someone hurts their leg jumping off the third story,
put 'em in the
that's-
brig.
That's the sign.
Yeah,
I
they
think
go to
it's-
jail.
The ghost
I think
town.
it should be a social experiment, and there should be no laws. We'll just put it in a bubble, and there anything goes.
Yeah.
See what happens.
So who's the sheriff?
I would like to be the mayor. So
Mayor.
You would be a good mayor.
Well,
yeah.
I'm gonna put in the pool. I'm gonna make sure the bar is stocked.
You're looking
I'll
after
be.
the
I think,
city.
I think I'll be sheriff. Like I'm a good enough guy where I believe in the
I
law,
think
but
we
I'm a
should
little
make-
corrupt.
He's
You know.
the judge.
No,
can
let's
see
make
that.
Christian Craighead the British SAS guy.
Oh, wow.
The
No, he'll
mayor,
have gun
the
battles
sheriff.
He's
in the
the
streets.
judge because
Judge,
he's the only
or I
fair
could be,
one.
I could be the doctor, town doctor.
Oh,
because
town
Oh,
doctor.
town doctor.
in this
Whiskey.
ghost town, like you don't have to have any credentials.
No.
We've decided the mayor already decided that I am the doctor. So
But the town doctor is almost a political figure in this. Like
100%.
those types of
Yeah,
towns,
people respect me.
Like, go
and,
see the doctor. I don't want to
Yeah.
see the
And they're
doctor.
like, you're going to jail. And I'm like, no. And they're like, hey, that's the doctor. He doesn't go
I'm
to
gonna
jail.
go talk to the doctor. No, don't do it. Like
Yeah.
we're gonna
All right.
ask the doctor.
What are you?
The jailer
You can just be the drunk. The town
No.
drunk.
or the jailer?
No,
The
what
jailer,
Jared's-
yeah.
The jailer? I don't know. I would like to be deputized at least.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you
we're
should
all
be the deputy.
deputized.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should be the deputy.
I mean, I would
We
like
all
to.
can kill people.
I think
Or-
I would
or
like
you
to
could
be
be
the
the-
saloon
if they're bad.
owner.
The
Like I would be
marshal?
the
saloon
the
owner,
sil-
man.
the saloon
That
proprietor.
is pretty cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah, hey, let's go down to Logan's.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
Logan's
Bar name.
Saloon?
Let's go
Yeah.
to Logan's.
Yeah.
My new bar we've decided is going to be the Pink 69 bar or
Okay.
Pink 79. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting
tickles my heart.
glasses made with the logo and everything. Like it's going to be cool.
I do want to. We have to execute
What?
harvest livestock at our town for eating, of course.
Being
Yeah.
the butcher.
100%.
Yeah, dude.
That would be cool.
100%.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
right up here.
Somebody, we need a butcher.
The butcher mayor.
No,
the mayor
Caleb
butcher.
has to be the butcher.
Oh,
Caleb's
Caleb's
the
the
butcher.
Totally. Caleb's the butcher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is not a joke.
I'm dead serious.
I'm not joking
Yeah,
here.
this is gonna
I want to
happen.
own a ghost
You know,
town.
I own a
Like-
car with Ricky Lake on the side. You don't
Yeah.
think I'm going to fucking go to fucking ghost
We
town?
are making a ghost town. So how does the general public come? Like we have like saloon that they can walk in, right? Like
Yeah.
I think we have
Yeah.
it to where it's like a
We have
destination.
open days.
Yeah.
We have open days.
Oh yeah. Okay, we
Yeah.
can do that. Where It's
Yeah.
like like maybe a couple weeks out of the month. It's
yeah,
wide
Swing
open.
Sunday.
Yeah. Or
Come
yeah,
on
maybe
down.
weekends or weekdays. Like it's open to
I
the public.
think
And
in order to enter, they have to consume a specific amount of psychedelics to pass
Mhm.
the threshold. to
roofies.
be in
That's
there.
like that's your hotel, your motel. You do you
Yeah,
do.
that's
like
your
just
saloon
don't let the
with the-
sheriff know. I don't want to be shutting you
Okay.
down again, Logan.
Don't want to be shutting you down, Logan. No, sir. Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Now, do we have to dress like we're in a Western? Because I feel like that's
I never
appropriate.
thought about that, but I like it.
I feel like that's a little more appropriate than
Dusters, everything.
yeah,
Like,
everybody's got their
if-
dusters.
hey,
Chaps.
when we open up,
No
that's-
vehicles, just horses.
Yeah.
Or ATVs.
or
side by
Can-Ams,
sides.
yeah.
Some razors, that stuff.
Or chrome.
Oh yeah, you just have to have
vehicles.
some ridiculous Mad Max looking car.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it's a
Dude,
mixture of
yes.
Western and Mad Max. Like,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Like if you bring your caravan in with your horses, no problem, dude. Come on
Yeah,
in.
you're
Come on
in.
down to Logie's.
Or you got a chrome El Camino with some 35-inch mud tires on the back.
Come on in.
That's
You're
it.
in.
That
You're in.
meets requirements.
Yeah. It better not be a car that would pass an inspection.
Right.
Like it needs to be a little wilder than that.
I want to redo the van from Ninja Turtles. That thing shot. Do you remember it? It shot sewer like manhole
Yeah,
covers.
manhole covers.
Could you imagine getting hit with a manhole cover?
You're getting cut in half.
How would we launch a manhole cover?
I
Or
don't know, but
broken,
we
yeah.
need. This is another
We
thing
do
we should
need to
figure
launch
out.
a manhole cover.
That's a good
Yeah,
demolition
that's like a
ranch
large-
video.
magnets.
It's like a
Do
large.
you know how heavy those things are? They're like 120
a
pounds.
coil gun that shoots manhole covers.
Yeah.
Got a 20-foot 20-foot tube.
sewers. Oh, there's a lot of dad jokes in there, you know?
Bernie all of a sudden develops a fault line. Like, you guys fucked up the goddamn earth here. Like,
You threw it off its
I
axis.
do wonder about Bernie sometimes because I love that city, but I feel like when they start to see all of us kind of migrating here, they're kind of like,
oh,
Is
You
the
know, some
town
of us
gonna go
were
to
raised
crap?
here, okay?
I know.
And I see what y'all are doing to my hometown.
oh, please.
But yeah, if we get a manhole shooter, we're just gonna have to steal all the manhole. Like they'll be like, "Where did all the manhole covers
Yeah,
go on the
yeah.
main street?" We'll be like,
Reporting live from Bernie,
I have
Texas.
no
Manhole
idea.
covers are.
"That's
But then what
weird."
we do is we put a chick from the West Coast up that says that she removed the manhole covers because it was sexist and they should be non-binary
fall guy.
covers. They
Yeah.
should be sewer
Oh,
covers.
I get it.
Right? So that's the fall guy.
that's the fall guy.
And they don't need to know that we're launching them like fucking hockey pucks at each
Yeah.
other.
There's like one stuck in the side of a building. We're like,
Dude,
I don't know.
Mm-mm,
I
That's
was
weird.
laughing this weekend. I was almost in tears. Texas Dave was explaining to me this new character slash, your hillbilly. It's called the hillbilly hype man. So it's that one guy that's always next to the dude when he's telling a story. He does. Yeah, he will too. Yeah, he do too.
No, he better
He's
dig.
Well,
he's
Bobby, he'll hit
I've
you.
got a 650. Oh, he does. He does too.
Did you see that video that BJ Baldwin posted where he's talking like it's this dude and he's wearing a raccoon hat and he's like, oh, he just got in there and he started digging. Start dicking it out.
He will. He
Rear
will
end just
too.
went off right
He
through the way
do,
around.
too.
Digging.
He'll do that too.
Can I come to, was it Louisiana for your car show? I'll do that. And just like, I'm going to burn
Indiana.
the tires off. He will.
He
He'll
will.
burn the tires right on.
You
He'd
be
do
my
it
hype
too.
guy?
He'd do it too.
Yeah,
He will,
Ash
too.
got turbocharger.
It
He'll
does.
really hype guy. I like it.
The Chargers are turbo. Yes, he does.
He will too.
Okay, so I guess we need to end this podcast because we need to go find a ghost town to purchase.
That's actually the
Yes.
only reason I came on this podcast is so I can kind of spread out the net,
Got it.
and figure it out. I don't care about y'all. I just want this ghost town.
No, I know you don't.
I think
and
this is
I'm-
something that we could also crowdfund as well if we find a really
Dude,
good
100%.
one.
Yeah, like you
Who
can find
wants the
ghost
ghost
towns for like $1 million, but like, what if we find some like epic one that's like 10 million,
Yep.
and we just need like to get all the guys together, so we,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
like
donate
30
$100, you get like a
30
sticker
dudes
and
to come
free.
in and buy this ghost town, but we
But
gotta,
it's really badass.
and we got like a 3-story saloon, not just like a little dinky one.
Art
Yeah.
sounds a little culty. Can I?
Yeah.
I just okay.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Like a
What
little
did you
bit.
think we were gonna do there?
Okay, I just want to make sure we're all on the
I
same
don't know.
track
Having
here.
a
I'm not
really
drinking the fucking
dope
punch.
hotel and saloon alone would be worth it. If I
Yes.
could go to this town and just
and it will be decorated by JT.
thank you.
It'll be so sick.
Period pieces.
Yes.
Think the new.
Oh,
It
like
took me a
era.
second to figure out what that meant
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I was like, let's not go that far back. You know?
the new hateful
We'll
eight.
track the coyotes.
That was a good.
The Hateful Eight. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Let's do it.
Thank you for coming out. I think we have our mission.
Yeah.
We have a demolition derby to design and find a ghost town
And shoot manhole covers.
and shoot manhole covers
And
dangerously.
need to
we
get
would
some
tell you where
scientists in
people
on that.
find you, but Matt Carriker,
They
Demolition
know.
Ranch, everybody knows. So
Thanks. Yeah. I don't need any more subscribers. I got too many as it is.
glad I'm not the most humble at this table right now.
Hey, humble Matt.
Matt.
Still holds.
Humble Mats.
Thanks, dude.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for having me.